Okay, now your dad is Steve Harvey, and I feel like he's a guru of relationships. We see him be an incredible husband to your mom. And obviously he had the book, Think Like a Man. Like, I feel like everybody wants to know, what is the one piece of advice he's given you that really has stuck?
Just remember that you're the prize always.
Say that one more time.
Just remember that you are the prize.
Yes.
That's like his golden slogan for me.
Yeah. And what does that mean for you in relationships when you're like, I'm the prize? What does that mean?
It just means not compromising like my values, my happiness, my peace, not settling for less than what I know I deserve, and not being afraid to walk away from a situation if it's like no longer serving me.
I even feel like a lot of people could have speculated so many things in your past relationships, and you've always been so classy and very mum's the word. You're like, I'm not gonna be out here saying a whole lot, but if it does not serve me, I'm moving on. I got that. Now, so many things get written about you in the press, but I've always wanted to know, what is like the biggest misconception about who Lori Harvey is?
It's so funny because I'm so quiet.
Yeah.
There's been so many stories that have been made up about me. Like I've seen stories about me being like fully in love with somebody and we have like this whole relationship, and I'll see the guy and I'm like, I've actually never even met him before.
No.
Like full-blown stories I've heard. I've dated a father and son before.
Not true?
Absolutely not true. And I've even heard that I'm a lesbian at one point. So, you know, there's been a lot of different things.
You're
a
like,
lot of stories, a lot of misconceptions.
Does it entertain you?
Oh, I think they're hilarious. I love the stories. They're very entertaining. I will give them that.
Yeah.
Very entertaining, but I just let it roll off my shoulder.
I love that.
Okay, guys. So I know you just heard what Lori Harvey just said. Now it's bad enough that females are still going around talking about they're the prize in a relationship. Because by now, like, I think we all know that once you go in a relationship with that kind of mindset, it's destined to fail. But now her stepdad, Steve Clone Harvey, is actually putting this inside her head, which is even worse. Now we can see where the delusion comes from. Now she says that she's not settling for less than what she deserves. So basically she's going in a relationship with the mindset that she's already entitled for whatever she have in her head that she's supposed to get out of the relationship. So you see, there's no team effort here, since generally you date, to find a lifelong partner. But nah, it's what I can get. That's totally selfish. She's offering nothing to the relationship except a pretty face and a use of hoo-ha, and she's gonna walk away from situations that's no longer serving her. So basically, once I'm done using and abusing you, once I get all the clout that I can get from you, then see you later, sucker. And on to the next one, which we've seen in her history online, that she's back on the eggplant carousel in no time. Then she's gonna talk about made-up stories about her dating father and son, and I'm pretty sure we know who she's talking about there. Like, come on, Lori, we know about you only because of the people you date. So what stories are being made up?
What's the craziest thing you did this year?
Oh, had a threesome. First ever.
How was
and
it?
it went really bad. It didn't go bad, but it was with my best friend and her husband, and she got mad at me because he nutted in me and not her.
Sensational.
No, what's not a problem for kids who are seeking a good education? Drag queens. Okay? Let me say this. Drag queens, not only are they not hurting our kids, drag queens make everything better. Drag queens are fun. Drag queens are entertainment. And you know what I'll say that was totally not poll tested? I say this, a drag queen for every school. That is what would be fun for kids and lift them up when they are having emotional issues.
Oh Lord help us. Guys, that was the Attorney General right there, saying drag queens are fun, and basically she wants a drag queen in every school. I mean, no, I'm just gonna assume that she's been sniffing the woke dust for a very long time to even be talking like that. Because in her book, it's okay for little kids to be entertained by drag queens who dress and perform like strippers. But in order for you to even step foot inside a strip club, you have to be 18 to 21 years old, depending where in the world you are. Isn't that crazy?
You can't put women on a pedestal. Their breath stinks in the morning. They poop. They fart. You know what I'm saying? If they don't use deodorant, their armpits stink. Like, but because we're so visual, us as men, we see a beautiful woman, we think they're goddesses.